different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Six rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me. Now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one. Number two never count.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to Kendrick.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And a 49er first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down, San Francisco.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. From the 10, 1st and goal. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Jets' 10-yard line.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. McDonald. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running the counter with Mostert. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out Do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
His first carry of the game. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're open to turn into first downs and hopefully points. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The tackle, no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Niners' 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On Bell, the ball carrier.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15.
Taken down, back.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Told that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Talk about a young man who's been living up to the hype. Nick Bosa, 9 sacks in the regular season 2019, but really turned his game up for the postseason. Had 4 in their run to the Super Bowl with the 49ers. This guy plays with such passion, such strength, and a huge football IQ. Seems to understand where players are going to go even before the ball is snapped.
Garoppolo on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the
throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. His throw's going to be incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And that's going to be enough as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are back within a score. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's McDonald to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
For the point after.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Out. Back on 80.
On first down, Muhammad. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
McDonald sets to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to, the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know it's coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
For the Jets.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line.
He was
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Yards to go.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
The 11-yard line.
Here's a man who's now 3rd all-time in rush yards, Frank Gore. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Run there by Frank Gore, and he has to be one of the most admired players in the NFL. Started the 2020 season, number 3 all-time on the rushing list, less than 1,400 yards shy of Walter Payton as the season kicked off. Spent a year with Coach Adam Gase in Miami. Now he's hooked back up with him again with the New York Jets.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Bell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hilliard. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Hilliard, the ball carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down now. Muhammad weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Eric Berry.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Open man is born. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's Crowder. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, McDonald. That's complete. It's Bell. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Steps away. That is caught. It's Perriman. Rashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Perriman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, 49ers.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a gain of 4.
The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The 30-yard line.
To throw on second down, McDonald. He can't get him down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
At the 39-yard line.
The Jets on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is McDonald. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
And a 49er first down.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
George Kittle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. 13.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go again with Muhammad. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
Back at the 39.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's unable to grab it. He thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Eric Berry there defensively.
Back to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
10 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
He's back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York.